Have you ever wondered what is a high value man? Oh, yes. Well, then this video is for you because I'm going to reveal the 5 things that make a man a high value man. All right, let's get into this video. Okay, so number 1. Now, when I say high value, that means the man is rare, okay, versus low value. Even if you think of the 80-20 rule, 80% of your revenue is coming from 20% of your income sources or whatever, right? So you know the 80-20 rule. Well, it's the same with high value, low value. We're talking a minority of men here, okay? So one of the markers that I'm deciding to use in this definition, and let me know in the comments what you think. Number 1 is his income. Only 15% of men in the United States make over 6 figures. Right, over $100,000, only 15% of men make over $100,000. So I am going to define the high value man as that's number 1. They earn more than the other men, right? They're in the 15 percentile, okay? So 80-20 rule, 15 percentile. That's number 1 is their income, over 6 figures. Number 2, he takes care of himself physically. I see so many men around my age with pot bellies, and I'm like, dude, there's no excuse for that. Hey, I was guilty when I was married. I've been single for 2 years now, and I stopped taking care of myself, and I was not a high value man at that time because that was one of the things that makes a high value man. Again, we're talking the small percentage of the population, the 80-20 rule. What's the 20%? The 20%, the high value men, okay? So, bear with me. So that's number 2, is that if high value man takes care of himself physically, you don't have to have a perfect body, you don't have to have a 6-pack, but definitely you don't have a dad bod and you don't have a pot belly. So I'm sorry guys, but you're now excluded from the high value man category because you don't take care of yourself. So that's number 2. Number 3, he controls what he eats and he drinks, right? A high value man is not a drunk and he's not a glutton. I also see this. I see men that just gorge on garbage and they drink themselves silly and they get drunk on the fucking weekends. It's pathetic. So that's number 3. And especially for the women watching this video, just watch out for that. A high value man is very, very conscious of what he's eating and what he's drinking and putting in his body. Okay. So that's number 3. Number 4, he controls his emotions. He's not a little bitch. He doesn't scream, he doesn't hit stuff, he doesn't get all emotional, especially around women, and get upset and yell or any of that shit, okay? You guys need to control your emotions and keep that in check because that is the number 4 thing that makes a man a high value man, all right? And then number 5, this is a big one, is that he is focused on his purpose and his goals, right? He doesn't just go to work 9 to 5. He's got some bigger vision that he's chasing. He's got a purpose of something beyond the day-to-day 9 to 5 crap, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. You could be thinking, you know what? I want to retire in Italy someday, and I'm going to build, gear myself towards that retirement. I'm going to be researching places. I'm going to be figuring out what am I going to do for income. So for example, I've had a bunch of purposes and goals throughout my life, but most recently it's this YouTube channel, okay? I started my first video I posted on this YouTube channel in October 2023. And since then, I have now almost 18,000 subscribers 7 months later. I'm really, really excited about this. And since I was quoting some numbers earlier, only 5% of YouTubers, all YouTubers, only 5% actually ever become monetized, meaning they make money from ads on YouTube. Only 5% do that. In order to qualify for earning money being monetized, maybe this has changed, but anyways, I started my channel in October. My first video was October 23. Things have changed a little bit, but basically you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So I have both, right? And here's the other thing. Only 1% of all the YouTubers, right? Only 1% have 20,000 subscribers. So already That's a very, very small percent of YouTubers that actually stick it out and or have that kind of success. Now, I have a long way to go still. I want to hit 100,000 within a couple years. So that's the first stop. And then eventually I would love to have 1 million subscribers. That's a whole other thing. So that's what I mean. A high value man is focused on his goals, on his purpose. So those are the 5 things. And as a quick recap, 1, he earns over 6 figures. 2, he takes care of himself physically. 3, he controls what he eats and he drinks. 4, he controls his emotions. And 5, he's focused on his purpose. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.